Welcome back to the Soft Life Sister podcast. My name is Zen, your host. I'm an international designer, a business and lifestyle consultant, and a soft life advocate. I really love helping people cultivate lives of peace, purpose, and intentional living. This is part 2 of a talk about soft life in business and how even if you're an entrepreneur or you're climbing a corporate ladder, you can also live a soft life as well. In the first episode, we talked about what is soft life, what is hustle culture, and how we can begin to denounce hustle culture in order to embrace that soft life and still live a productive and successful life. In this episode, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into some of those techniques and ideas that you can actually apply every day in order to make sure you're still living a soft life that can still bring success and joy in business. I have a couple of points I want to talk about today, and we're going to start with number 1, which is extremely important to me, is setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. Now, in everyday life, we talk about setting boundaries with friends, family, in relationships, and that's extremely important to make sure that you are setting those healthy boundaries to make sure you're putting yourself first in your everyday life. But how does that look in business? When you're setting healthy boundaries in business, it's going to be a little bit different because you're actually doing this to yourself. So there's an important shift in creating a work-life balance. You may be used to working, or we are used to working long hours because the longer you work, the harder you work, the more results you'll see. That's what we've been told. But that's not actually true. It's proven that each person has certain times of the day when they're most effective. You may be a morning person. And if that's the case, if you're a morning person, do a lot of your work in the morning, and at night, take a break, take it easy, have a glass of wine, watch your favorite TV show. But don't force yourself to do too much in the hours where your body and your mind is not responding, because at that point, you're just being busy. On the opposite side, you may be a night owl. And in those cases, let the morning be the time when you're a little lazy, you take your time with your coffee, enjoy a great breakfast, but you may work great till 3 a.m. in the morning. That's what's great for you. And understand the soft life is not a cookie cutter idea of you need to do this, that, and this. No way, shape, or form does that equal to a life of ease for you. You have to decide, and you have to really choose to think about what are the best times to be most effective in business. When we're prioritizing self-care, we're also taking time out from our busy schedule to still schedule things that will bring us joy and peace. I know that it's statistically shown that most people do not even take vacations at this time. And I know for many entrepreneurs, you're working 24/7 because it's one thing when you work a 9 to 5 and you can get off in some cases, because many of you still work very hard on your corporate jobs as well. But as an entrepreneur, you know that there is no time off. You're the boss, you're the secretary, you're the janitor, you're everything in one. So it's very hard to see when you have time to make time for yourself. But it's imperative that you do. Because again, when you're worn out and you don't have the peace or even the joy to do your job anymore, the reason why you became an entrepreneur in the first place, it shows. It shows in your work. It shows in your attitude. It shows in the way you present yourself to the world. So that's just as important as your agenda for the day, as your outline for that meeting, as your creative project or the hairstyle or whatever different item that you provide for your customers. Making sure that you show up as the best version of yourself will also bring just as much response to your product, to your business as it would if you show up as a person that people aren't very happy to work with. You don't want to be the reason why your business fails. You want to know that you've put so much work and so much time into something, and the reason why it's going to be successful is because you did everything you can do, not because you didn't take the time to make time for yourself. The next topic that we want to talk about is really redefining success, because it kind of goes into what we were just speaking on. In redefining success, we shift from traditional metrics like money and titles to personal growth and well-being. I know some of you may be asking, that's easy for you to say when you say your titles at the beginning of your podcast, and you can say that very proud and boldly, and now you're operating in a place of self-care and self-love. Honestly, a lot of those titles happened in the midst of me understanding what soft life was. In 2012 is when I was actually diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and I had to begin to make so many changes because stress basically ran my life at that point. And as many of you know, a lot of diseases, a lot of ailments and things are caused by stress. And we don't even think about it when we're putting that much stress on our bodies. I began to make lifestyle changes, health changes in order to create more space for peace in my life. And it was during that downtime of me reconnecting with myself, choosing yoga, through meditation, through different tools like that, that I even began to recognize that design was what I really wanted to do. So it was 4 years after that I was able to gain that title as an international designer. And I am continuing to become a better version of myself every day because I have a clear mind and I have the ability to be creative because I'm not boggled down with stress. You can do the same thing. Some of you have actually created an amazing career for yourself. And you got to the top and you realized that's not what you wanted at all. This is the time to refocus and allow yourself to realign with what's important to you so that you can live a life of purpose. I want to talk about one more point, and that's building a supportive network. A lot of times at the top, we do feel that we've done it by ourselves. We've created a very seamless approach to success where you can do it, you know what to do, you know how to put people in place, and you know how to create magic. But in order to be extremely successful, it takes two. The Bible tells us if two or more touch and agree, then he'll be in the midst. Not trying to get religious, but if you connect with other people that are on the same path you're on, it can actually catapult you into a better position in life. It can help you reduce anxiety. It can give you more joy. It can give you more peace. And it can really align you to some of the things that you may have struggled with before. Sometimes it takes a second pair of eyes to look at something, to recognize what actually is important. I am an advocate as well for community. And I know that it may seem, especially if you're extremely successful, that there's not many people that will support you along your journey. Well, that's why I'm here. I want to make sure that you are receiving as much happiness and love that you can in order to continue on this path. And the community that we're building here with Soft Life Sisters is here to support you in any way possible. Please, even if you're interacting with the videos on YouTube or with the podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you're able to connect with us, leave comments, send us DMs, make sure you email us, whatever needs to happen so that you're connected with us on another level. And if you're here in Nashville, we do host Luxury with Friends events where we allow the women of our community to come together and men so that they can have some type of community, be able to relax and enjoy themselves in beautiful environments and still live in a space where they can be themselves. I hope you guys were able to really enjoy the Soft Life Sister podcast on Soft Life and Business. We will continue on in a few other series like confidence, joy, peace, and how we can bring balance to everyday life. If you have some topics that you would like to hear, please send it to us. I love to hear from you guys, and I love to make sure that I'm giving you what best serves for your soft life journey. Again, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We love you. And until we meet again,